Did Toys R Us just create the most anti-science ad ever? Let's take a quick look.
Let's play Name That Leaf. What's this one? He says it's an oak leaf. It's a field maple. That's okay. I'm a big fan of trees. I don't know if you can tell. But we're not going to the forest today. We're going to Toys R Us, guys. You're going to get to play with all the toys, and you're going to get to choose any toy that you want. Welcome to the world's greatest toy store.
This is the best toy ever. I'm about to cry. This is my best toy ever. This is so cool.
Wow. Okay.
So the majesty of the forest is nothing compared to the majesty of a strip mall.
Worthless.
Plastic shit abound. So yes, it is fair to call this commercial extremely consumerist, blindly so, and commercialist. And I get it. Yes, we do live in a commercial society, and I do like to buy things too. But it doesn't need to be so offensively, blatantly. You know, okay, the kids start out on the field trip, on the bus, looking bored as hell, talking about leaves.
They know very little about leaves. They could have really benefited from a trip to nature.
Did you notice
to learn some stuff?
How poorly shot the bus scene was, but as soon as they got into Toys R Us, it's just like bright, high quality, smiles, and on the bus we see yawning and
a little bit of a Canton Dutch angle.
Couldn't they have made it like a different thing to compare to how fun it is to play with toys? Like going to the cardboard factory or looking at undelivered mail. There could have been something that was boring, that wasn't blatantly anti-science. It's hard enough as it is to get kids interested in STEM.
I don't believe that was Toys R Us's intention to turn people off of science. That's just the unfortunate example that I don't think they have a crusade against science.
Why the fuck did they do that?
They wanted to show a bunch of inner city kids being bored.
They could have been bored by anything, though. As I've said, it's just like when you show it like this, it insults science and environmental education. It insults the teachers who've dedicated their lives to that. It insults actual programs to get kids out into the wilderness to explore, to learn more about their worlds around them. It's incredibly insulting. I don't care if they didn't intend to do that. They just needed something to be boring as a paradox to their plastic wonderland.
I agree with all those things. And then you have to ask yourself, is it Toys R Us's responsibility to respect science and nature being a toy distribution company?
Well, I also think it's insulting to the children because it shows them as being an example, a paragon of consumerist, commercialist idealism, I guess. And maybe they should have, because I know they do sell pro-science toys. I had one when I was a kid, and I bought it at Toys R Us. It was like this cool microscope, but it was also recorded.
There was a half second of a kid looking through a telescope.
It was. I took it around. I looked at my skin. It looked like bacon, and I learned about so many things.
That you're made of bacon.
Yeah. No, that's not what I learned. But it was a very good microscope, considering it was a children's toy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, no, it's not their job to promote ideals that benefit children and benefit us in general, rather than, it makes them money. But did it have to be so offensively blatant? And I would say no. They could have thought about this a little more, and they could have definitely painted a better light.
Do you think it's a direct response to the ad campaign that's like, go explore the forest, go play outside, put down the controller, pick up a box turtle?
I do like that campaign.
Like, those are cool.
It'll show like a kid holding like a Game Boy or something, and then it'll show another kid like examining a leaf. It's not to say that, oh, don't ever play your Game Boy, but it's to say, hey, you could have just as much fun doing something else. Why don't you go outside and learn about things that are right there? It's wonderful, it's free.
But did Toys R Us ad execs see that and say, oh, nature is killing us. We got to do something about nature.
Are you fucking kidding me? No, of course
How are we going to draw kids back into their homes to play Skylanders?
The forest is just killing us in profits. They have moss. No, of course not. It didn't need to be done.
It was either make this ad or start deforesting.
No, it didn't. No, it didn't need to happen that way.
I don't think so.
I don't think it needed to.
The most upsetting thing that I saw about this commercial was that all these kids get on the bus, they do the little science routine, and then the guy was like, "Have I got a surprise for you?" And then he starts taking his shirt off. And that's not what I wanted to happen.
Won't someone please think of the children?
And then it's the next shot of like kids screaming in excitement.
I'm just saying that wasn't
Awkward.
necessary, and they could have gone many different ways and still gotten their message across.
Cheap shot, Toys R Us.
Cheap shot.
Cheap shot.